Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys we're going to be looking at Nomura's response to the Kingdom Hearts fan survey that Famitsu did for their 15th anniversary Kingdom Hearts article. Now, although the actual response itself doesn't really hold any interesting or new information towards Kingdom Hearts 3, or really Kingdom Hearts in general, I think that Nomura's response to the different questions that was in the fan survey are interesting enough to make a discussion point. Now, in case you guys haven't actually seen my video talking about the Famitsu poll and going over all of the questions, I really suggest that you guys go check that video out. That way it'll give this video more context. And also a really quick shout out to a user that goes by the name of Sakin. He was the one who actually translated this area of the Famitsu article talking about Tetsuya Nomura's response towards these questions. So big shout out to you, dude. The first paragraph reads, "I think the results of the title that people played first, as well as the other ones people enjoyed most, are as expected. It's quite something that the ratio of the people who answered is 50% male to female. Even from the data we gathered within our own company, unlike most of our other titles, there is a strong representation of the proportion of males to females, as well as the proportion of younger players. Comparing to our other titles, we can see many young and female players, which reminds me that this is truly a title with a connection to a healthy future." So speaking towards Nomura's response in this paragraph, he's clearly talking about the first two questions within the survey, which go over what is your favorite Kingdom Hearts title and what was the first Kingdom Hearts title you played. So in terms of the first Kingdom Hearts title you played, I believe the #1 spot was Kingdom Hearts 1, which of course makes sense like he mentions in this paragraph. And I believe the most popular title is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and like he said, he expected that. Now what I do find very interesting about this paragraph is Tetsuya Nomura starts getting into the fact that the Kingdom Hearts franchise seems to have a really healthy ratio when looking towards a lot of different demographics. So when it comes down to gender, male and female, there's a really good mix there apparently for people who are either male or female who are invested in the series. He also goes over younger people as well, and apparently there's a lot of younger people invested in the Kingdom Hearts series as of right now, which is true. I mean, for most of us, we grew up with this franchise, but then again, I'm sure that there are kids nowadays who are only just discovering Kingdom Hearts for the first time, and they're also getting into the series as well. He says because of this, he can see a really healthy future for Kingdom Hearts, which right there once again insinuates the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the last title in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I know this is something that kind of goes around quite a lot, but Tetsuya Nomura in the past has already confirmed that Kingdom Hearts 3 will not be the last Kingdom Hearts title, rather the last in the Dark Seeker saga. The second paragraph reads, "The fact that story occupied the majority of responses in regards to fans' favorite parts of the series is a surprise. It occurred to me that the most responses gathered this time must have been from pretty hardcore fans, seeing that the story is quite long and, well, complicated. We always try our best to place our utmost effort into every aspect of our games, so I thought it would have been a more even spread. In regards to the responses regarding favorite characters, most of the results were as expected, but I feel Riku ranked a little low. I think I have to do something about that. Maybe I should give him a little more opportunity to shine." So Nomura starts off by talking about question 4, which is, what do you love most about the series? Now, the #1 position was story like he mentioned, but story had an overwhelming amount of votes. It took 50% of that question, and then the placement below it was battle system, which came in at about 14.4%. which is a huge difference between battle system and story. So like he was saying, it must be a case of the fact that hardcore fans would have voted for question 4, just mainly because of the fact that the story is so long and of course very convoluted and quite complicated. He then moves over to talk about the whole favorite character thing, and once again he mentions the fact that the results are as expected. Taking the #1 spot was Sora, and for the most part, that definitely makes sense. He's an absolutely amazing protagonist, and it's really hard not to like Sora. But then he started going over Riku and the fact that Riku ranked a little bit low. Riku actually came in at the 4th position, which I still feel isn't really that bad. This is talking towards male characters, and if you think about it, there is a lot of male characters, so taking the #4 position really isn't too bad. He started talking about the fact that he didn't really like this, and that he wants to perhaps maybe give Riku a time to shine, but I honestly feel as if Riku has had plenty of moments to shine already throughout the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I believe, honestly, that his character story is probably one of the most, if not the most interesting in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and so because of his character story, I already feel like he's had plenty of moments to shine. But of course, we still have Kingdom Hearts 3 to go, so perhaps maybe Riku might get his knight in shining armor moment in that game. The third paragraph reads, as for enemies that left an impression on players, there's a split made by the memory of a tough battle and the memory therein of a character as a whole. In regards to favourite Keyblades, the popular Keyblades from before once again take the limelight. Regarding favourite scenes and worlds, there's quite a few I didn't expect to see. The scenes that I personally wished I had put more emphasis on seemed to top the ranks. For example, when Sora turned into a Heartless, I wanted to let players bask in this moment for longer, but I ended up putting priority in the pace of the story. As for favourite worlds, I was surprised that so many original worlds ranked the highest. Now in this paragraph, Nomura is actually responding to quite a few different questions. He's responding to the favourite boss fights, favourite Keyblades, favourite worlds, as well as favourite scenes. Now really, in this paragraph there isn't really anything too interesting to pick up on. However though, looking towards the whole favourite scene thing, he went over the fact that he actually was surprised to see that so many of the scenes that ranked in the highest were actually scenes that he wished he put a little bit more emphasis on, pretty much meaning that he spent a little bit more time working on and adding more to it. He actually talks about one scene in particular, and that is when Sora gets turned into a Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1. He was talking about the fact that he really wished that he could have made it so that the player could bask in this moment a little bit longer, which is quite interesting. Maybe it could have been a little bit more dramatic, even though it is pretty dramatic seeing a 14-year-old boy stab a Keyblade into his heart and him fall into dust. That is pretty damn emotional, but perhaps maybe Tetsuya Nomura wanted to take it that step further. Apparently he didn't decide to go with this route because he ended up putting priority in the pace of the story and pretty much just getting the game done. Paragraph 4 says, as for features players indulged in the most, as expected, the features we put particular effort into topped the ranks. I was unexpectedly surprised and happy to see that the Dream Eater creation feature being popular. Regarding favourite music tracks, I'm relieved to see that the tracks that I had pointed out to include into the orchestra concert setlist being popular. Additionally, regarding the mysteries that fans are most eager to unravel, a lot of them seem to come from our latest work, Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Contained within those are a lot of the mysteries that originate from the plot of Kingdom Hearts Key, which was unexpected but welcoming. By all means then, please look forward to future developments in the renewed Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So yeah, similar to that of paragraph 3, in paragraph 4, Tetsuya Nomura is essentially just going over a multitude of the different questions presented in the poll, all of which he doesn't really give too much of an interesting answer towards. He's pretty much just saying, yeah, I expected these results, and that's that. Interestingly enough though, he does actually mention that he was surprised to see the Dream Eater creation feature ranked quite high, and indeed it did. It came in at number 4, which I find is very, very interesting, but then again, I suppose it's good to know that people like that sort of stuff. He also started to talk about the whole mysteries and the mysteries that fans want to unravel. Currently, as of right now, the #1 top ranking mystery that people want to know about is the box, which of course is lore that stems from Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, and he goes on to talk about that he is actually very surprised that a lot of people are currently interested with the lore that the Kingdom Hearts Key, or more so Kingdom Hearts Key Saga, is actually presenting. And I'll agree with this. This is a point that I was talking about a few days ago in my Kingdom Hearts Key video. I was talking about the fact that the Kingdom Hearts Key Saga has some really interesting lore, perhaps some of the most interesting lore that we've actually ever received for Kingdom Hearts. It goes over the origin story, and of course will eventually connect to that of Kingdom Hearts 3, but I still stand by what I said in the video talking about Kingdom Hearts Key. Because of the fact that, you know, this game has such interesting lore, I only wish that it was presented on a different platform in one game, rather than being split into a multitude of different games, being that on the PC, as well as now, of course, mobile phones. And the last paragraph reads, as for guest characters that fans would like to see the most, I'm a little worried. In the current state of the main story, it would be difficult to incorporate these characters. However, even in the responses regarding what fans are looking forward to the most in the future of the series, numerous voices are heard expecting these guest characters to appear. I'll consider the voices of these fans very carefully and do my very best to meet the expectations of all other fans. As for the final messages received by fans, I can feel the same feelings and fond memories of the series that sprout forth from our overseas fans and our Japanese fans. However, they are also patient. I could really feel the fire burning inside them. Now, I actually enjoyed reading this response the most out of the other responses, and mainly because of the fact that it sends us the message that Nomura is currently doing his best to live up to fans' expectations. This is something that I think a lot of people kind of look past, but there is a massive expectation when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is because people have been waiting for this game for such a long time. Now, the fact that Square Enix are developing on brand new hardware and whatnot, this is a first for the series in a sense. I mean, you could sort of count 0.2 Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts Keyback Cover, but for one of them is a movie, and then the other one is pretty much just sort of a tech demo, but with a bit of story added in. But yeah, this paragraph right here really sends us the message that Nomura is trying to do his best with fan feedback and expectations. It seems to be that he has a lot on his plate. He also talks about the guest characters that fans would like to see the most, and ranking at number 1 was actually Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. He mentions here in the current state of the main story, it will be difficult to incorporate these characters, which pretty much means that as of right now, for the people who were hoping for Noctis to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, he's not currently in the game, but from what Nomura is actually saying here, he's going to try his best to incorporate different guest characters into Kingdom Hearts 3 that fans actually want. He also left a really quick little message about Kingdom Hearts 3, so let's quickly read that. He said, in regards to Kingdom Hearts 3 being the 15th year anniversary, the tension is steadily rising, so to fans, we thank you for your patience and ask for your continual support as we work hard towards our mutual goals. So he doesn't really talk about anything specific towards Kingdom Hearts 3, but I think the most interesting thing to sort of take out of this short sentence is the tension is steadily rising. So I feel as if Square Enix and Tetsuya Nomura are now in this time period where they're like, okay, it's been a very long time since we've last presented anything Kingdom Hearts 3. Fans are hungry, we've got to come up with something soon. Not too long ago, Tetsuya Nomura was talking about the fact that as of right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 news timing and scheduling towards presenting new information is currently unknown, but I did a video talking about that, and in that video I said that it seems to be that he's kind of trying to keep low-key, either that or of course covering up. I think as of right now, Square Enix really do know when they're presenting new Kingdom Hearts 3 information, and if I were to take a wild guess as to where that could be, I would say the likely date as of right now will be June for E3 2017. However guys, that's all from me today. Thought it'd be interesting to look over Tetsuya Nomura's response towards the fan survey. There was a few little interesting things in here, so I'm glad that I actually spent today sitting down and actually talking about this. If you guys have anything to say towards the response, let me know in the comment section down below. That'd be super cool. And until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.